So those were some shots that I got on this camera, the Agfa Ambiflex, otherwise known as the Colour Flex in Europe or the Agfa Flex in America, I believe. I decided that after my Canon F1 broke whilst travelling between Queenstown and Wanaka on the Crown Ranges, I wanted another camera with a waist-level viewfinder. Whilst my partner had a Canon F1, it had issues, so whilst that was away being repaired, I happened to stumble upon this for sale on TradeMe. And whilst the owner said it had not been used in years and was most likely a paperweight, I thought for the price it could be a good buy, so I decided to buy it and try it out. One of my favourite things about this camera is the waist level viewfinder. Unlike the Canon F1 or the Nikon F series, whose waist level viewfinder slides on and off with difficulty, this one just easily pops off with ease. So the reason why I'm not showing any more photos at this moment is there is an issue with this camera, or a few. I am still uncertain. So the first roll got chewed up halfway through and accordioned most of the film roll, and ended up making the roll look like this. So I went into the camera store and we figured this out when it started making crunchy noises. I went back out, and what was left in the roll, I shot these photos. So out of a total of what should have been 24 shots on this roll of Agfa, I got 9. Now, round 2, AGFAChrome, which I brought from Ferrymead Museum on TradeMe, who I mistakenly bought 3 rolls off. I went around the city trying to redo some shots, hoping for some magic. Instead, all I got was issues. This roll stopped counting after maybe 20 shots. Something was up, as it should have been 36. When we went into the store, we found that my roll had been cut. Part of it had been used before, then they'd cut part of the roll, and we assumed they'd developed it or whatever, and then recut the roll so that it could be going back onto a camera. Thanks, Ferrymead Museum. Now, this isn't all my misery. I went away to Dunedin, and when I got my roll back, this is what I was left with. A basically blank roll of film. Now, it could be due to the age of the film, or it could have been re-spooled film that wasn't even E6 and had been ruined some other way, or, as my next roll would clue me into, something else entirely, if not a combo of what I've just mentioned. So my next roll was a 12-shot roll of Agfa 160, which I shot at around 100 ISO to make up for the age. I shot the photos whilst I was down in Dunedin. They again did not come out at all, not one photo, and again, as it was old stock, I had no idea why, but I was doubting it was a chemistry issue this time. So, wanting to be sure, I put in a roll of Ilford's Ilfocolour 400. This is a new film stock, and by new, I mean probably repackaged Orwo or Ultramax. But after using, I'm tempted to say it's repackaged Orwo. So this time I got some shots. I managed to get about half the roll or so of the 24 exposures. Which isn't great, but at least it's an improvement over what I previously had got. We took some of these shots when we went to go watch Oppenheimer at the cinema. The fact that half the roll did not come out with huge stretches of it not showing has led me to believe that it's an issue with the back shutter curtain or the leaf shutter. One of them is sticking. I'm unsure what to do exactly with this camera. Do I get a new leaf shutter lens or a new camera? They are cheap. Or do I just keep it as a pretty paperweight or see if one of my friends can fix it? Before I had even got back my previous roll, I started a new roll of Ilford HP5. I was hoping to do a video on street photography, as this camera is perfect for it. Having the meter on top makes it so easy to shoot from above quickly, as you can meter in real time, versus having a meter with a phone or a spot meter, or in the case of my Canon F1, using the prism finder as the meter. Having it on top just makes that so much easier. If this was working, this would be my street photography camera. And at the time of writing this speech out for my video, I have no idea whether this will come out at all. I did manage to get some shots from this roll, but as you can see by the roll, there is an issue with this roll not firing for a period of time randomly. I think this confirms my theory about there being an issue with the shutter. This camera is now with my mate Hemi to check out for a while. Maybe I'll come back to this camera next year hopefully, as I really do believe this could be my favourite for street photography, as long as it works. So these last three shots have some weirdness to them. This shot here looks like something is stopping part of the light. This one has a light leak, but I think that's from when I removed the roll halfway through. And same with this one as well. This one looks to have been double exposed from the loading and reloading, but it's kind of cool. And this one here looks like something is stopping the light. I hope to use this camera again when fixed. Anyways, till next time. It's been real, guys.